So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited over here. I just want to share some information with you, and I did in the past with this gentleman. Information I'm sharing that your life can be changed pretty easily if you properly nourish your body. So, Professor Mike Mugero became a customer. I asked everybody to do first, because otherwise, you don't know if this is going to work for you. If it doesn't, you get your money back. If it does, then we can have a conversation of potential business in the future. Either way, the intention is here to help. So, Professor Mugero, can you let me know why was it that after you became a customer, that you contact me 3 days after asking me, how can I join? What happened to you, man?
Well, I'll tell you, I took the product, and it was literally in a matter of days that I started feeling different. I mean, you know, I'm very weary as to like what I take. I believe I'm a physical fitness athlete. I've been an athlete for so long, and I take everything. I've taken rather everything, and things have worked, but nothing has worked so rapidly. So being a competitor, I've competed in almost all the sports, combative sports. You know, with that comes a lot of injury. And so with that, I had shoulder surgery 10 years ago, which limited I was told by the doctor that, you know, my range of motion wouldn't be 100%. Obviously, after a shoulder bone shaved and a screw in it, you know, he made me believe that he tried to put that in my head that I wasn't going to be able to do anything, period. And to a point, you know, there was merit. You know, I couldn't. This was the reach. This was the level of where I can lift my arm after the surgery and the PT and the whole spiel. But then I started taking this product, and literally 10 years later, and still training, still competing, and after taking this product, like I said, in days, I went from here to here. I wasn't able to do this. Now I can do this. You know, and my wife, she freaks out. That's that. I know I'm doing the dance, right? Hey, what's up? But no, my wife was surprised.
It's crazy.
You know, she was surprised because, you know, she knew how I suffered. And I still competed with this arm. You know, I did the MMA thing, and I transitioned to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stuff where, you know, it's all about pulling and getting caught in arm bars and the whole spiel. And you know, in all my competitions, I have to make sure that no one catches the arm. But I'm glad that I've never injured it worse or made it worse than what it was. But taking this product now, I tell you, I feel stronger. I go to bed at a certain time. I wake up every day about 5, 6 o'clock. Literally, I'm up. I'm energetic. I have 2 big dogs. We're out running. Like today, we do 2 to 3 miles every other day, you know, with them. I mean, and I'm 50, you know, and the fact of the matter is that I'm one to always follow what works. You know, and if it doesn't, it's garbage. I let it go and I move on. You know, I've been a health person. I grow my own fruits and vegetables. You know, I do my best to maintain the tempo, as the Bible calls it, to the very best of my ability. Now, another thing is that back in March, just a few months ago, you know, I was going through a transition. My children, you know, a lot of crazy stuff. You know, millennials, for those of you. So. Yeah, depression a little and overeating, and I shot out to 230. Last time I weighed 220, that much. I weighed about 225 was when I was in Germany that I stocked up with muscle because I was 185 getting beat up by the Germans in a kickboxing camp, and I wasn't having it. But 230 full of fat is way different than muscle. And so feeling slow and sluggish. But then I started taking the Isoline. You know, as far as in addition to the telomeres, and I just started dropping the weight and getting fast results, you know, and I went from 235 to where I'm currently 206.5, you know, and it hasn't been like months. It was like, it hasn't taken me this long to get 206. I've been playing around with like 207, 209, you know, on the weekends I would cheat, you know, I like to have my sweets. I like to have my cake, you know, my wife makes these things and, you know, this is the only time I cheat, but, for the most part, these products have definitely been beneficial. I look at him, he's eating an ice cream, ice cream. I love that. I'm going to do the same thing. Watch. You know, yeah, so I'm a proud advocate of this. You know, I think that these products definitely work. And of course, I'm going to be so excited to ask, hey, so how can I be part of this business? You know, we're all quarantined. I have to make money somehow. My businesses are closed. So of course I want to figure out how to accumulate funds, you know, and especially residual income, where you can still be home and money's making, you know, you're making money. Technically, we're both making money when the products are now out in Korea, South Korea, with because my wife's Korean, and now she's promoting it even more. But before she even went there, you know, you know, we were already selling our products in Korea. So here we are making profit. So literally that's saying, while you're sleeping, you're making money. While I'm sleeping, him and we're making money, you know, because people are buying the products in Korea. So I'm excited. You know, I got excited and I saw an opportunity. And, you know, I tell you, I have the martial arts school. It's my heart, it's my love, it's my passion. But the way things are going today, you know, there's a new world. And so I'm one to always roll with the punches, you know, and if you don't, then you get left behind. And I don't like being left behind. You know, you don't want to be late to the party. That's something I always said. You know, you can't be late to the party. You always got to push forward and be where you want to be if you visualize it. If it's in your mind, what is that expression? Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he will achieve. You know, that's words that I've been living by for years. That was taught to me by this man with all the seminars that we attended. So, you know, I'm a huge advocate now for this product. Isagenix is just so amazing. I'll tell you, the products are phenomenal. They work. It's not nonsense. They actually work. It's healthy. You're definitely going to feel stronger. I feel stronger. I feel so much better, you know, because I've been taking this, and I'm making money on the side. Yeah, I have my income, but now I have extra income that on a weekly basis, I'm like, oh, wow, I got paid. Wepa. I love it. You know, this is great. So it's not where, I mean, it has the potential to grow even to a point where, you know, I can definitely appreciate. But right now I'm happy. You know, a couple of $100, you know, it's great. You know, who can't use a couple of $100 a week? You know, of course, you know, it pays a light bill or a gas bill or something for now. But hey, it's all about accumulating wealth to the best of our ability. You know, on my site today, I put up that, you know, our objective should be to stay healthy, stay lean, and build our worth. Wealth and definitely is in there, but worth. What are we worth? You know, it's all about, I can go on a whole tangent on that note, but we have to build our wealth and our worth and stay lean and be healthy, you know, and this is the way to go. So I strongly believe that these products work. I believe in this business, been around 18 years, and I'm glad that you introduced me to it. And I want to see how far I can take it.
Well, listen, let me just say this. First of all, you're welcome and thank you. And trusting me enough to just try it, because the entire so-called sales pitch, guys, was, listen, watch this, try it. If you like it, we can have a conversation of either future purchase or something else. But if it doesn't work, put your money back. You know, and that's really what it comes down to, nothing besides that. Now, it is a pandemic-proof business. Now if somebody asks you, hey, how's your online business doing? Or how's your e-commerce business doing? You say, hey, it's doing pretty well because it's just starting. Now, you can make a few $100. Well, hell, no doubt about it. Most households, $100 a week can actually make a world of a difference to where people even live or where their children go to school with, or go to school too. Now, in my case, it went from a side gig to the main gig, and without getting into any particulars, I believe I showed you something that makes a little more sense. Yeah, that I brought one up. And the funny thing about Ruggiero is that you guys may not realize that those of you who do know him, he's not an easy dude, man. The guy's from Bushwick, Brooklyn, and you can't sell him. He might buy it, but even then, him and I being friends for so long, he still has to be conscious or wary because it's the truth. Now, the only question I'm gonna ask you before we end this is, when you started to feel the range, did you think it was maybe in your head? Because a lot of people keep saying, man, what's going on here? Were you pleasantly surprised and thought maybe it was in your mind?
Yeah, well, no.
Because yours was physical. See, yours was physical. So it's a lot easier to say, I was here and I'm going here. With other people, it's not physical. It might be sleeping and subtle.
Right. Well, like you said, look, I'm not the easiest person, right? And it takes a minute for me to process, right? I guess all the years of getting hit to the head, right? But Yeah, no, I definitely, and it's not so much that, well, you know, there's an expression in Christianity that, you know, faith without sight, you know, you believe, you see with your eyes, you believe it when you see it, as they say, right? But I have to say that because I got the results so quickly on a physical level that it affected my mind. Because again, like I said, it just doesn't, it's not just so much, well, I'm sleeping a lot better. You know, I'll confess something. I was addicted to Advil PM for years
Whoa,
because,
legitimate.
yeah, it's legit. You know, I'm diagnosed PTSD because of trauma background, and you know, I've always had a hard time sleeping. You know, and finding, you know, these synthetic chemicals that aren't really good for you because, you know, all the reasons, but again, that you form an addiction because you're trying to get relief. You know, trying to find the best relief. But since I've been taking this product, you know, I sleep like a baby. You know, the worst thing I do now is I take a fish oil because when I work out, it's so intense sometimes that, you know, I like that not feeling so sore in the morning. So that's it. You know, it's a fish oil at bed. But I take the telomeres for it twice a day. And yeah, I start yawning about 9:30 and I'm up and I'm in bed, you know, and I fall asleep like a baby and I'm up by 5, 6 o'clock and not being tired, just like brushing my teeth, getting ready to go, you know? So yeah, it was definitely something that turnaround came when I got the results physically.
That freaked me out a little bit because when I got up and it was still dark outside, I'm like, what the heck? And I said, I got to go back to bed. And I laid there. Did that
And
happen
you
to
can't,
you?
right? You're like, wait, let me see for another 5 minutes. Nah, man, you were up, man. Get up.
I was finished. Yes, I'm laying there like, you know, what the heck is going on? This isn't like the feeling of a sleepless night. That's not what we're talking about, guys. We're not saying waking up in the middle of the night and not having to go back to bed. We're talking about we got choked out about 6 hours after. It was such deep REM sleeping that we woke up ready to go just after using the bathroom or something. And not be able to go back.
And the good thing is that you could appreciate getting up at that time also because you could just accomplish so much more. And that's another thing. Like the day is not wasted. You know, before I would get up, all right, before all this, I would still get up like around 7:30. That was the tops. If I'm not working out, right? But now it's like I get up, you know, I have my shake, my pills, I have my time with my Lord, I go running with my dogs. I still come back, I'm like, whoa, all this, and it's like, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, this is impressive. This is definitely the lifestyle that you should have. You know, take on the day, do what you need to do, you know, and you can still enjoy the day, enjoy the sun, you know, and then go to bed at a time that's going to be beneficial, so you get your full night's sleep.
Well, technically speaking, you're probably doing the best thing because you're going down when the sun goes down. So
Right.
chronologically, between 9 and 10 o'clock, we're supposed to be sleeping, and we're supposed to be getting up when the sun comes up roughly too.
Right.
But again, one thing that we can never, ever, ever, ever get more of is time, unless you sleep better and you're able to wake up earlier. Because I just realized that's what just happened. You just added to your so-called awake time on Earth.
Right.
Let that multiply in a few years.
Yeah. And time is everyone's enemy. Time waits for no one. It doesn't care about me, you, or anyone. You know, the goal is for us to learn to master it and not it master us.
Now, there is one way we can manipulate time, guys, and that's called a network. So when you have a network of people working together, you can be sleeping while other people are working on the other side of the country. As an example, well, Professor Mugero presently getting paid from 2 different continents and 2 different countries. However, I presently am getting paid for the United States, Canada, UK, and I should say South Korea. Oh my God, what a mistake that would have been. South Korea.
No.
Right? Oh, I didn't mean that. Anyhow, but I haven't been to South Korea. You have. I haven't been to Canada in many years. Last time I think we might have been together.
It was us, yeah.
That's how long ago it was. And the UK, yes, I've been there, but not when I sold this young lady. I sold her in what I consider the cool market. See, the warm market is the hardest market. When people know you, hey, what are you into now? They ask you, at times to some people. And you can't blame them. Anyway you put it, it's still going to be your friends and family members. It's way past the stage where you say, you're not my cousin no more. That's when we were younger. But sometimes you feel like that when the people that you really care about are receptive to the information. That's your warm market. There's a cold market, which is an advertising market, not easy to get to. But there's another market, guys, it's called a cool market. You can look cool in social media, and people can respond to you in social media, and they can share quality information via social media. If it wasn't for social media, 95% of my business would have never happened. There's a process to that, and I promise you that we will be sharing those systems. See, in order for things to work, you need help. No one is an island. We've heard that before. But when you have a network of people who have a financial vested interest in the success of your business, for example, unrecorded, and without getting into specific details, I shared with you something that I acquired that had a nice ticket price on it that already a team member had it, and I'll gladly share it with you. What do you think about something like that?
Of course.
It's always better when it's free.
And it's no-brainer. I mean, look, it's a no-brainer, right? I mean, everyone's benefiting. That's the goal. It's not as if, well, you know, I'm helping you. You know, there's something floating around on social media that, you know, oh, well, build your own dreams. If not, you're going to help someone else build theirs. No, that should never be the mindset. The mindset that, you know, again, like you said, teams together, everyone achieves more. You know, we all will achieve. We all will succeed, you know?
So that statement is trying to make someone go from what would be employed to self-employed.
Self-employed, yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that self-employed sometimes means that you're owned by your own business. When you're in the network and other people are benefiting from what would be your actions and vice versa, by definition, you're not getting paid being self-employed. You're getting paid as the business. The international multi-billion-dollar business now gives us an opportunity to benefit from their products and services that are being rendered via our reach and network. And there's no discrimination based on height or sex or color, or even though I have one eye and these crooked teeth. Because trust me, if in the bylaws they would have said, if you have crooked teeth, you can't get paid, I would have had a problem. You know, in most situations, people, sad to say, women in particular, do not get the same income doing the same job as a male. Sometimes it's other countries, but no, here you get real deal opportunity to earn exactly what you deserve based on your ability to create a network. And that's so cool, right?
Absolutely.
Anyhow, I've taken more than enough of your time. I apologize. I got a little long way.
No worries.
I get excited. I get excited because when I see you, every time we have a conversation, it seems to be getting better and better, and you're looking younger and younger. And I'm sure you're feeling like people say the same thing about me, especially since I always had those dark eyes under my eyes, right? You know, even when I was young, I had them. And they probably as light as they were in the 1990s. Like my son said, he saw me, he said, "Oh, that's my dad." Meaning that other dude that had shown up for the last 15 years or so wasn't. My grandson has the shakes once or twice a day. And then, of course, that's how we discovered that we can actually make these. So on that note, sir, I bow and I salute you. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. When I say AB, man, you know what to say. AB.
See ya.
We out of here. Thank you very much. God bless, guys. Thank you.